What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a quick review on the game Peak Angle, an online drift and tuning simulation game that hopefully will be giving a lot of people that dedicated drift game they've been looking for. Now, I've never done a review for YouTube on a game or anything for that matter, so I do hope I get my points across about this game, what's good, what's bad. But if anybody has any feedback for me, what I could do better, if I'm doing a good job in anything, please let me know in the comments below. That's the only way I'm going to be able to fix it. So getting into it, the customization menu isn't really a the tuning menu is more so a skill tree. You have to do drift events with a specific car. You get points for that. That in turn you research the item, and then you can go ahead and buy it with the currency that you get for winning events. Leaves a little bit to be wanted, but it's something different. The tuning is pretty good, honestly. It's got gearing ratios, tire pressure, your steering angle, wheel angle, acceleration, brakes, downforce, and your differential locks. Doesn't go too in depth, no boost control, no turbo in this game for that matter at all, but it is pretty good, especially considering this is a beta. Now, a lot of people complain that you can't drive with a controller. You can only do it with a keyboard. I did find out after plugging in my Xbox 360 controller that if you log all the way out, go to options, you can then customize it all the way to what you need and make it manual also in that menu. You have to log all the way back out, which is kind of a design flaw in my opinion, but it's there at least. You can drive a manual car and you can do it with your controller, which I think is pretty cool considering it's almost an alpha game on PC. Now, to buy cars, you would have to go into your garage. You also can purchase more slots with money. They have a car store. You can buy from other players. You can quick sell, and you can sell your car to other players. But this is not done yet. In the buy store, it's also a research system. These points are a lot harder to come by. Also, you can see most of the cars aren't even fully rendered in yet, but the ones that are rendered in are done very well in my opinion. Tastefully modded, just look good all around in my opinion. But the points are hard to come by if you're playing normally. You get maybe 5-10 points at a time, and it's going to take about 300 just for the basic ones, and then they go up from there. There's also premium cars that you can pay real money for, but that's another thing in its entirety. Now they're saying that it's not going to be a pay to win. You can play enough to eventually get these things. I personally haven't seen it yet. It might be in development, but the blue currency is the pay for currency. Now you do have targets for each event. Well, not even each event, just as you play, so that you have something to work towards. It's kind of a cool little thing, so you're not just aimlessly driving around trying to grind out that next car. Now the customization menu isn't, in my opinion, the greatest. It's pretty good, but it does leave a little bit wanting. You can do your vinyls, you can change the color of your paint, you can add layers, as many layers as you want. You can get really fancy with it, which is a pretty cool customization option, but in the end it lacks a little bit of personal touch in my opinion. You can go ahead and change just a certain wheel, so you can change the rear wheels or just the front wheels, so you can get that full drift missile look. I believe you can also paint the rims. I didn't go in and actually mess with it, so I do apologize, but they do offer a good selection of rims. The body, it's all preset. You're not going to go through and set each bumper up or each side skirt, so on and so forth. There's only a couple presets from what I saw. I wasn't able to unlock more than just the FRS, which is the car you start with. So that does need some improvement in my opinion. But again, this game is in beta. It's just starting off, and I feel like it's something that they might add more to when the game is actually done. Spoilers, again, is just basic add-on spoilers. I think it's kind of cool. They're pretty, again, very well rendered. The exhaust, I didn't notice a difference for most of the exhaust until I got into the premium exhaust. So I never bought one. They might change sound, they might not. I don't really know. And then the objects, I think, are kind of a cool little touch that they added, so you can have a little bit of fun with it. Add a pizza logo, add a taxi logo, whatever you want to do with that. Now, getting into the competitions, you have quick competition, global championship, event, offline practice. You can create your own custom competition, or you can search for a custom competition. I just went into the quick competition so that you can see pretty much the basic play mechanics of the game. It's pretty quick to load, but these maps are not big. They are not really full-blown tracks. Mostly because I feel like it's a copyright issue. If you notice, when I went through the garage, most of the cars actually don't have the real name. They do something really weird for it, so it's like instead of an AE86, it'll be an AET86, like something just to get them off the copyright, which I understand. But the tracks they seem like they are original, but they aren't big at all. So it's very repetitive after a little bit. Now, the drift point system is based off of linking together your drifts. So when you drift left, you get a ×1 combo. When you connect that into drifting right, you get a ×2 combo. The grand scheme of this is to just keep connecting them as long as possible to stack up your points. And then based on your position, out of 4 people, you get a certain amount of money, a certain amount of research points, so on and so forth. And there's also a respect system that I haven't really found a use for yet. I think they're going to employ it once you get farther into the game, when it's actually done. But right now I haven't noticed anything for it. The drifting is a little weird. It feels arcadey almost at sometimes, where sometimes it will grip up immediately, sometimes it feels like it's sliding on ice. Now, if you noticed in the past couple of passes by, there are other people racing you or drifting against you in real time, but there is no collision. So you cannot hit these people at all. You kind of just goes through them. Spinning out doesn't make you lose your multiplier, but what I thought was cool is that in the middle of the online session, you can go into your tuning and mess with whatever you want to, and then it will pop you right back into that online session. Now, you do have to be careful because you don't gain any time from this. You do it in real time, so it can't hurt you. In the end, it does. I wish the tracks were bigger. I wish the payouts for car research points were a little bit better, especially for first place. Only 10 points doesn't seem that great to me. But it's pretty fun in the multitude of tracks that they have so far. Now, if you notice, there's a no team sign underneath everybody's name. This is because you can now go into people's IDs and add them as a contact or start a team with them. This is pretty cool because it kind of gives what a lot of things didn't. Like, you think Forza, you had teams, but you didn't have a team system. There was no way to link you guys together. Now you can go in and add them. It's not done right now because it's in beta, but I think it's a really cool concept that somebody's finally taken and moved on it. That you can have a full drift team. You guys can go to a certain event together, do tandems, do whatever you want to do, and have fun with each other. Now, going back to the customization menu, I just want to touch on this real quick. It doesn't make sense to me, because if you notice, it's not really picking parts. It's picking a specific thing and it just levels it up. So as you can see, engine 6 is down here and it's related to steering 3, but engine 7 is all the way at the top of the tree, having nothing to do with the other engine components. So it doesn't seem like it links together correctly. It just needs some work, in my opinion. Either dump the tree altogether so that it's only where you upgrade engine systems, or make it make more sense. Now, something I had a big issue with, and this, it's just a personal thing. I don't like it because right now they're trying to get people to test the game, but you can only have your account for 48 hours. If you read that there, it says that you have to have 500,000 paid credits to continue using this account within 48 hours. Now, even if you wanted to buy credits, the PayPal menu it brings you to doesn't tell you what the exchange rate is. It just says enter an amount of money, and then you enter in the amount of credits you want. So I don't know if it's something where you can enter in $1 and get 500,000 credits. if it's $10, $20, so on and so forth. So it's really confusing. But all in all, I think it's a pretty good game. It needs some work, it needs some polishing up, but that's what beta's for. If you guys want to check out this game, I'll put a link in the description down below. Again, these guys didn't give me the game. They didn't. They're not sponsoring this review at all, so I'm trying to be as honest as I can with it. But I honestly do think it's a really good game, and you should give it a try. But thanks again, guys, for watching. I hope this did help you guys decide if this is something you maybe want to put some money into, or if you just want to do the 48 trial and then say screw it, but you'll play it when it comes out. But yeah, thanks guys.